Hello, guys. We're here for our third beer review of this lovely housewarming party we're at. I'm here with Jonathan again. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello.
And I'm here with Paul, aka the Pelican,
Hello.
who's here. I am going to get in from other beer reviews at some point in the future. We're here, and we're going to do a beer that's quite an interesting one. And we're doing Dark Star Espresso.
Yeah. You can't see it though. Right. There you go.
Hey. So this is a coffee. Jonathan, would you like to? Would you like to read?
I'd love to.
Would you like
Yes.
Would you like to read
we have an
the
audience.
tasting notes, please?
A big coffee aroma accompanies a fast diminishing pale brown head with lacing. The flavour is dry, bitter, and roasted, like munching on coffee beans with a hint of chocolate. There is little evidence of hop character and no concession to sweetness.
Wow.
No concession.
Definitely what I'm gonna like.
This is basically the antithesis of Paul's style of beer.
Give me Budweiser any day.
No, shut up. Right. So now Dark Star from Brighton in England. They've got a distinctive logo. Obviously, the star there.
They moved up north, didn't they?
No.
Into Anstey or something like that, didn't they? Partridge Green.
Partridge Green.
Yeah, because my
West
friend
Sussex.
says North Sussex camera area now.
Okay, right. So
I'm gonna have to smell it. Can I smell it
yeah,
as
you
well?
can smell it. Yeah.
Because you smelled it and you haven't told anybody. It smells like a bit like an ashtray.
It doesn't.
It's a fuzz of coffee.
No, it smells like a kind of coffee ashtray.
A coffee.
Come on, you can get an
ashtray.
ashtray. You can get an ashtray in that.
No.
Okay, maybe I've got a weird sense.
Well, no, because some
You
coffee beers can smell of tobacco. So
Trying to tip the glass. There you go. This is all
well,
right.
I'll give you a little bit.
Don't give me too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because you might not like that. You'll like this.
Yeah, it's a classic. Love the
You
bit of
quite a
Dark
bit.
Star. Yeah.
Okay, there's still a bit more left. Right. So um,
I'm going to change this pouring.
Brown.
so obviously it's a really dark beer. Quite a lot of head actually. Almost like a three-finger head going on there.
I've only got a small head.
Now have a smell.
Yeah.
Really smells the coffee, I think.
It does smell of tobacco, you're right. It does smell of
See, tobacco comes through.
That's not an unusual smell for a dark beer, actually. So, I think it smells great. I think it smells like chocolate. So,
Yeah,
should we
cheers.
go for a taste? Not as strong as I was
I was
expecting
going
it
to
to
say,
be,
it's not as big
actually.
as I was expecting.
No, I thought it would be huge coffee flavour. It's not.
No, which is quite nice.
actually quite
for me,
drinkable.
'cause
Yeah, for you, that's good. It's quite light. I mean, to be fair, it is only 4.2%. So it's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
It's not.
It's quite subtle.
It's not a strong beer in terms
Would
of
it-
in terms of alcohol.
So if it had a stronger alcohol percentage, would the coffee come through stronger because they brewed it for longer? or something
Possibly,
like that?
yeah, quite possibly.
I think
So,
it would
well,
be-
the coffee,
it would be
well, on the
thicker,
basis,
bodied.
yeah, the malts and the coffees may come through more. But this is obviously a lighter beer to start with. But it is a coffee beer. I don't know if they class it as a stout or a porter. I think it's more of a porter actually. But I think it's nice.
I don't know. I think if I bought a beer that said the words like a cappuccino brewed or whatever it is, coffee espresso brewed, I'd expect it to have a stronger flavour.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it's got that. I could, to put it this way, I hate coffee and I could drink this just about and be
Right.
tolerant of it. And that suggests it doesn't have the kind of coffee promise. That
No, you're right. I mean,
It's
there are beers that taste far more of coffee.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the aftertaste is a bit tangy and a bit kind of coffee, but it's not anything that kind of smacks you around the head and says, you just had a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
In a beer.
yeah. What do you think?
I like it. It's not quite as desserty as some of the other coffee beers I've had, but that is lighter, and you could drink
It's not sugary.
more than a pint of this.
Yeah, it's not
without
sugar.
feeling
I think you're right. It's not sugary.
terrible.
It's not milky. So, trouble with a lot of the dark beers I've had so far have been very, very syrupy, very, very sort of almost like too sugary.
Mm.
So I did the last dark beer I did was the Sam Smith's Imperial Stout. Just tasted sugar,
I don't know
basically.
Sam Smith though.
Yeah, but it was nice. But it tasted sugar.
Okay.
The Sam Smith's Imperial Stout tasted sugar. It was a strong beer. It was a 7%. Whereas this is only 4.2. I think this is far more quaffable in terms of its actual
It's
taste.
quite a good break in a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could drink this in a session and then change it up. Something else.
Yeah, I mean,
after that. It'd be
it's
good.
just, it's really nice. I don't know. I think almost I had high expectations for Dark Star.
Well, I mean, Dark Star make nice beers.
They do,
Yeah,
but
good beers.
You've told me about good beers, so I've tried them.
but this one almost I thought would be nicer.
As a
So-
coffee fan, you kind
So
of
it does.
expect
So it says a black beer brewed with dark roasted barley malt and Challenger hops, freshly ground Arabica coffee beans, are then added to provide a unique flavour and aroma. So it does actually have real coffee in it. It's not just what malts they use. It's not just hints of coffee.
No,
It's actual coffee they use in it.
So when you say hints of coffee, how would they get that without using
Well,
actual coffee?
so the hints of coffee normally comes from the malt. So the malt they use in the beer, different styles of malt. So in a lighter beer, like a golden beer, they will often either use it as is, how it comes, or they'll roast it or toast it like
toast
very
it.
very lightly.
Okay.
However, in a dark beer, they'll toast it quite heavily. So it in
Kind
fact,
of brings up the coffee flavour.
yeah,
without
in fact,
actually having coffee
have you ever been in a brewery till before?
involved. Yes.
So the brewery tool, a lot of brewery tools often allow you to taste the different types of malt. So a dark malt, a real toasted malt, to what they use in stouts and porters. So it'll be really toasty, sort of chocolatey, coffee, marmitey,
Okay.
and that's how they often evoke the kind of the natural coffee, chocolate kind of taste. However, this one actually does have actual coffee beans added to
And
it.
it's the McDonald's Arabica, isn't it? Isn't Arabica what McDonald's use for their coffee?
Potentially,
I think
actually,
so.
well, no, actually, that's very interesting. So the Arabica coffee is the majority of the coffee beans that you use across the world. So there's only two types.
So
There's Arabica and there's Java. Very few coffee beans that are sold in the Western world are from Java. Most are Arabica. Some are Java, but most are Arabica. So Arabica is the sort of the coffee bean de jour that you find in
kind
most
of tastes
places.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean most of the chain coffee place you go to will be Arabica beans. So Arabica beans are the ones that you find from South America and Africa. Java are the ones you find from like Indonesia and stuff like that.
You
So
know your coffee.
which you don't find very often. These are the more regular. Yeah, well, when it comes to food and drink.
That's the next box. Set.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
1,000 coffees.
I am
That's
I am a
concept.
beer snob and I am a coffee snob. So those are the two things I'm snobby about. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure about combining my two loves, which is coffee and beer. It's good.
It's good stuff.
You can't let them meet though, because
Anyway.
they know about each other.
And Dark Star, we're
So well, it's just like, it's my
What?
lover, and this is my coffee lover, and this is my beer lover. They can't meet because that's bad.
Well,
maybe
you
it's
should
okay.
never cross the streams.
You never cross the streams.
No. Well, I'm thinking we should probably leave it there. I
I think we
mean,
should.
I'm quite,
I think it's drinkable, but
It's-
if you're looking for
it's good.
speciality, really strong coffee flavored beer,
it's not what
It's
you're
not
looking
quite
for.
there.
It's a session coffee beer.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it won't blow your socks off, but it's a good intro beer.
Dark Star are great, and they were ahead of their time. I think they were around 10 years or so ago when I was living in Sussex, and absolutely quality beer, and they're still producing quality beer, and they're doing lots of stuff with other people, and they're a great brewery. And I think there's more to come from them.
I think you're right.
And
And there's more to come from Dark Star in my book, which I
Mm.
haven't yet reviewed. I'm going to Brighton later in the year, and I'll probably have some more there. We'll leave it there. Like, comment, and subscribe. Say goodbye, Jonathan.
Goodbye, John.
Say goodbye, Paul.
Goodbye, Paul.
Goodbye.